the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Setting up to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
57, Mike 57.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about
Great job,
4.
D.
Second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 40-yard run on first down.
Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, check that. Street.
On first down, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
I'm coming up to you.
Running on first down after. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it.
Oh, that block.
Let's go.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Jump.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation.
Let's go. Watch the safety crew.
Eckler again, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
If you were me, you do this too.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
57 to Mike.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big game that time for the Chargers. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So it's a pretty good company at 7-5-0.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Mike 57. 57, Mike, 57. Come on,
and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
Here we go, watch the pass. Go, Reed, go. Check 13, check 13.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Here's Josh Lambeau now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambeau will put this one through. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown.
Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles, is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Picked off.
And this one is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week.
Should be punting though, but I'm not gonna
trip. Their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Nine's the mic. Not here. Sitting yellow. Mike 9. Hey. You got it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Go.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football. As time will run out of this first quarter play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me and my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Check 99. Check. Go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
That's the wrong button, man.
That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3 down. Panther 11. Check Mike 57. Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the slant. 57's the mic. 57.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert will get this out wide to Eckler. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to wear you up.
Herbert operating from the red zone. On the screen, this is Eckler.
I waited too long.
Lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Riggs. 50-60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Yeah, good job, O. That's the way you make it.
Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily.
Fumble.
Comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the
You gotta go down on that. Not a bounce.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as it sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh.
And that one drops down, incomplete.
Got scared.
Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
How would you
And
pass that?
Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Woo! Pick, baby, all day.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Check Mike, check Mike. Mike's 57, 57's Mike.
Here we go.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Right here, right here.
57. Mike 57.
You can't block me. You 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Ho, ho, ho.
There's a diving catch.
Let's go, Ricky.
Let's go.
So this now
Okay, Ricky.
4-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here.
Yeah, all wrong. Look at that. Do it, bro.
Looking at a 24-20
On his back
type
shoulder
game,
after
maybe
that, probably
13-10
had his
and a
ass.
half. But this
He
has
had a
been
terrible
total,
throw.
utter domination.
Went and got that joint.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You gotta push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh my God, this defense is amazing.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission.
Only fucking lost.
Interception, and their opponents have a
Only
chance
lost.
to possibly pad their lead.
The goddamn force
They
down.
weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
57's Mike.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are able to hang on to their first half lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it is 42-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Mahomes throwing to Mooney. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. There's Mooney with another catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
Won't do it. That should have been
comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath for those guys on the defensive side of the ball. They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Good pass.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Single.
On first down, Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well.
Picked off.
This offense,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six.
Just concede the game, man. Just concede, my guy.
Defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception.
Ain't your day right here.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau.
You like that
And the lead
sometimes.
will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
That's a good ass team, man. Yeah,
but every now and then,
everywhere.
one guy who could make a play
Oh.
against all odds, it made
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, things get a little tougher here.
Got 13
for
already.
Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out.
That's a fumble.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall
That's
incomplete.
a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3 yards remain for second down. Play action. It's Herbert. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Army. Trap 60.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Oh my God, terrible.
Trying to force it to
Terrible
Allen.
route,
It's
man.
intercepted. Picked off at the
Gotta be
20.
better than that.
And a huge
I know I shouldn't try him.
Down inside the 30-yard line.
Keenan Allen gotta be a better route though, man. Come on now. Hell is that? What the hell is this? What the fuck is this route? Cut that back. Look at that. Good for that, man.
And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it down there.
To the right side, it's Kelsey.
Oh, and
he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got double tight.
Mahomes now on first down.
Picked off.
And that is incomplete.
Some
The
risky
coverage a little
passes.
too good there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this game.
Now it's Mahomes again.
I seen that too. I tried to bait it and couldn't get back.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Did not want you to score.
Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Let's go. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
57's the mic.
Eckler, they run inside. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big game that time for the Chargers. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. this out wide. And he will get into
Let's go,
the end zone.
baby.
It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs' offense are not set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Check curls. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Wild Bill. Wild.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's Ward. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
180! It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 49's the mic. Watch 49. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Mooney. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Let's finish it.
offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.